All right, everyone. Hey there. This is your video for the Diffusion of Gases lab. I'm going to try to record a video for a lab without using my iPad stand. We'll see how it goes. My apologies if it's a little bit jerky, but this is going to be a pretty quick video. So here is the lab setup. Here's what we've got going on. I've got some hydrochloric acid here on one side of the hood, and I put it in this dropper. And then I've got some ammonia over here on the left-hand side of the hood, and I put it in this dropper. And the reason I have them separated is that these two reagents are gases once we allow them to become gases out of solution, and they're going to react really quickly. The other thing that we have is this little piece of glass tubing. And into the glass tubing, what I did is I put two little Q-tips. So on this side, I have a Q-tip and I soaked it with ammonia. And over here, I have a Q-tip and I soaked this one with hydrochloric acid. And what we're interested in is as the gases move through the tube, so hydrochloric acid moving this way, ammonia moving this way, where do they meet? And the place that they meet, you'll notice we get this white kind of mark on the tube. Now I've let this sit for a while, so the white actually stretches for a fair distance, like the white stretching that entire part of the tube. But the place where it first met, when I first saw the white mark form, is right there. So that tells us how far these gases have traveled from either side before they met and formed this reaction with a white precipitate. So then what we can do is come through with a meter stick. If I throw a meter stick down here, what we can do is measure from the edge of the Q-tip to the white mark. That tells us how far the ammonia traveled. And from the edge of the Q-tip to the white mark that way, that tells us how far the HCl has measured. And then using Graham's law, we can figure out exactly the ratio of how fast these gases are traveling. So here's the data for you. From the ammonia side, you can type this in or write it in on your data table. From the ammonia side, the ammonia traveled, as it traveled down the tube, it traveled exactly 32.91 centimeters before it met the HCl. And conversely, the HCl traveled exactly 24.38 centimeters before it met the ammonia. So for ammonia, 32.91 centimeters, for HCl, 24.38 centimeters. So with that data, hopefully you can get together with your lab group and you can figure out using Graham's law the ratio of these two gases and how fast their rates are as they move through the tube.